you a grown-ass man working at Ross? That makes absolutely no sense, okay? Target, Marshalls, like, guys, give it up. Leave these jobs to the kids. Leave these jobs to the teenagers. These are jobs you get in high school, in college. But when...
So, I can't work at Target. I can't work at Ross. Anything in retail, I can't work in. So, a store manager at Walmart has the potential to make over $200,000 a year.
Has the potential to make, but that's not guaranteed.
No. It depends on the market and the store that you're in.
Most definitely.
But from the base, they are making six figures. Guaranteed. So you telling me that's not good enough? I work in retail, though. Technically speaking, I work in retail.
See, this is the insanity of women. It's insanity of anyone, right? Anyone that puts down men for any job they do. Any job, right? What's your alternative, right? Not every man can be an engineer, can be a scientist, can be a CEO, can even start their own business. This is the thing where the fixation on what they do, on how much they make. Instead of, what? Are you a adult that pays all your bills are taken care of, and you're not hurting for money? This is the thing where you can take care of yourself good enough, where you're not scrounging around for money, where you're not negative in your bank account, where you're not like, 1 week you can't eat, shit like that. This is the thing where we forget not everyone can be six-figure earners. This is the thing where that's reality that we all live in, okay? The percentage of six-figure earners is about 15% of the population. That includes men and women. 15%. It's very low, okay? This is the thing. We have such our expectations have gotten so crazy, right? Men need to earn six figures is insanity. Men need to start their own business. Men need to be entrepreneurs. Starting your own business has very high failure rates. Very high failure rates. Not everyone can start their own business. Not everyone can be a CEO. Not everyone, okay, can have these amazing, crazy jobs or jobs that pay insanely well. That's the thing. And then we fixate on that. This is the thing where we forget that. Let's say back in the day where men have truly just so focused on working, earning that money. Because let's say these jobs, owning your own business, engineering, all these things require a lot of your time. They require a lot of your time. Sacrifices to your time. Time where you don't have for your partner. Time for you don't even have for your children. And yet women find a chance to complain about that. And then you wonder why, they're not contributing to the household. They're not contributing to, your happiness. They're not contributing to your children's growth. Because you're so fixated on men having to be these high-paying jobs, but you don't equate that, there's time, the sacrifice of time to come to these jobs. This is the thing where I really want to stress that this is the killing of men, right? Where we're not pushing men to just be the best version of yourself, right? If you work at Walmart, all these things, just continue to be the best version of yourself. Be a productive adult, right? Be an adult where, you have money in your bank account, you have a roof over your head, you have a car, you pay your bills. That's good. That's amazing, okay? And be where you keep on striving to be the best version of yourself. Instead of, don't do these jobs, they're for kids. What? No, just work hard and continue to push yourself to be the best version of yourself. And then, it's funny that we have videos or podcasts or things like this that women talk about, where women are not saying, how about stop being dealers, stop being scammers, stop being just, men that are trying to get easy money. No, they don't say that. They tell you to stop doing these average 9-to-5 jobs that most people do, right? Just be a productive adult. No, gotta stop being that and try to earn fast money, maybe test yourself in failed business. That's the thing where we are putting hard expectations on men, and you don't understand the sacrifices, the consequences of that. And that's why I feel bad for men, because these are the struggles, these are the expectations put on men, and yet a lot of women, a lot of people don't understand the consequences that will come along with it.
I have been in therapy since I was 6 years old. My parents said, we want her to be emotionally intelligent, and that I am. I never stopped going to therapy. I'm a therapy dabbler. And I like to go to therapy at certain points in my life. And here are a few of the reasons that call me back into therapy. I go back into therapy when I'm genuinely struggling and needing unbiased support. When I'm in the middle of a life transition and I'm kind of wobbling around without a cause, and I feel like this desperation of like, what do I do? Therapy. When things are actually going really well. So that I can make sure that I am maintaining what I was able to attain in my integrity. But I wish there was an app that made sampling therapists easier. There is.
This ad is a good indicator of how women think, right? Is that they think going to therapy is good to gain emotional intelligence. But are you really intelligent when you haven't really grown, where you constantly need to go back, right? Because you haven't developed the brain to handle your own problems now. It's a crutch. That's one thing, right? Women use therapy as a crutch, right? Because they're not truly emotionally intelligent. They're not, they don't have good self-reflection, right? So any issues, like she was saying, any issues she's facing, she's not able to analyze it herself, right? Think about it herself and reevaluate the problem and solve it herself, right? This is a thing where they go back to therapy, and she said she's going to therapy for years. That doesn't say that it's working, really. When you constantly need an outsider's, perspective, or an outsider's help, you haven't developed critical thinking skills of yourself. You haven't developed something that I believe is very key, self-reflection skills, where you can see, this is my problem. You know what? I need to do this. I need to do that to fix it. No, it's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle this. I need to go to therapy. I need to pay hundreds to maybe thousands for someone else to tell me things that sometimes, in my opinion, don't really help. Sometimes it actually just reinforces your own beliefs, your own faulty thinking, in my opinion, right? Sometimes it just reinforces women's emotional beliefs. So this is a thing where, in my opinion, right, again, this is all my opinion, is that therapy is a crutch, and it's something that women use to just validate their own experiences, okay? And it doesn't lead you to a solution, right? That's the thing, in my opinion. So that's why I think most men don't see therapy as a logical thing, right? It's very emotional based, but at the end of the day, it doesn't lead you to any kind of solution. It sometimes, and this is my just glancery opinion, right, and view, is that it try to lead you to your own opinion. But then this is the thing where, if you go into therapy for years, you haven't developed that skill. Therapy didn't let you develop that skill to do it yourself, which is, a lot of therapists try to lead you to your own conclusions, right? For you to make your own changes and own, just own answers. But yet you didn't develop those skills in all the years of therapy. So is it kind of useless? Seems like it. Check out the video for this comment, right? So this comment and subsequent comments, it really shows me that what I've been thinking, right? It's not about women taking care of men. It's about women it's about men doing things on women's time schedule. It's about when women want things done, men don't do it when women want it. So women do it. And then they say that, oh, we're taking care of you. This is the thing, right? Plenty of men live on their own, right? She said in another comment, oh, do you fold clothes? Do you do dishes? Do you do all these chores? Men will do chores when men see fit to do chores. We are adults. We do things on our own time schedule when we feel fit, when we see fit to do them. But the problem is when you're in a relationship, especially with a woman. With women, they are very controlling, okay? So you got to do things on when they say, when women say it, it's on their schedule. And I've been there in that relationships where it's not about if you do it or not, it's about when you do it, all right? It's also about how you do it. I've been there when you do something and it's not up to standard for your partner. It's not how they like it. It's not how, it's not how the dishes should be clean. It's not how things should be folded, etc., etc. This is the thing I think we don't talk about enough. We are adults. We do things when we see fit to do them. The problem is within relationships, and I think the key complaint that we don't talk about is that women, it's not taking care of men. It's not men being lazy. It's that women have expectations about when things should be done, how things should be done. Right? And that's the thing with a lot of women, right? And men are more go with the flow, right? They just the men are very just get it done, right? Kind of sense, not how it gets done or whatever, right? In a sense, right? And that's the thing where it's the problem with I think a lot of relationships where we don't just make it, we don't figure out, we don't talk about it to make it work, right? And this is also a thing, right? I've said this before, is that women, they don't date most men. They don't date all men. They don't date a lot of men. A lot of women, let's say boyfriend-girlfriend status, in a lifetime, maybe 10 or under, right? So really, you can't judge your own standards towards all men or majority of men. And in my video, right, my view was based on a study where majority of women get bored easily in relationships, and that's why I correlate that the majority of reason why women leave relationships is because of boredom, because they're bored of the relationships, or because they're fed up. It's that they're tired of the monotony of relationships. So it's a lot of times I think I base it on logic, and I think a lot of men base it on logic, while a lot of women, they base it on personal feelings and personal experiences. Again, women don't date most men. Women, it's funny that women say that they also date many types of men, but I also think that's a lie. I really think that's a lie. In my personal opinion, I think most women, they date a variation, right? Still kind of the same type, but very small little differences in the men, right? Maybe he's 5'8", or maybe he's 6 foot, but she usually likes dating men that are, I don't know, 6'2". It's just small variation. It doesn't deviate that far. I honestly believe that women don't date a wide spectrum of men, in my opinion. But again, this is on average, right? I'm not even necessarily talking about this woman in particular.
Can I compete with Thai women when it comes to dating and relationship? Absolutely, yes. So in this episode, I'll tell you about the struggles we have Western women dating in Thailand, and also compare. So who would you rather be with? A Thai woman or a Western woman like me? Thai woman is easier. That's for sure. She's not going to challenge you back. She's not going to be more successful than you are. She's certainly not going to have more money than you. So for sure, with Western women, you have that challenge. You need to up the game because we're going behind you. We're earning equal to you, or sometimes more than you. Of course, me being 38, by the way, I'm single. Just saying, if you're interested, send me your applications. I will review your persona. So anyway, yeah, the reason I'm telling you that I'm single, because I know what it's like when it comes to dating. I've been on about 2 or 3 dates in the last year and a half, and they were absolutely shit. Western guys have a huge pool of candidates, a huge pool of women who are after them or their money, one of them. And of course, they have a selection. So, and what I'll find as well, guys know that dating Western women is a lot more challenging, of course, but you've got to realize that if she's chosen you, then it's because she wants you, not that she needs you. Do you understand? And I'm not talking about all the Western women, we're all different. I'm talking about myself. You know, why do you think I'm single? The guy who called me a used tampon, you didn't upset me, okay? I genuinely feel really concerned about your mental health. In order to date a Western woman, you've got to be a smart guy. You've got to be 2 steps ahead, because we are clever, we are educated, we know what we're doing. We don't need you, we want you. Do you understand the difference? A Thai lady needs you. I don't. If I choose a guy, it's because I want to be with that guy. So
I was debating with someone, right? And he said that men are attracted to life experience. Most men want to have an interesting partner to talk to. Those, in my opinion, are kind of 2 separate things, right? Let's say life experience. So a woman that's been with many men, right? You've broken up with many men. You've been cheated on. You've been lied to. All those things. Does that make her more attractive? She's been through a lot, right? She's had, let's say, other traumatic experiences, right? Does that make her more attractive? I don't think so. Now, let's say an interesting partner. Well, a woman that, let's say, reads, or a woman that's educated, right? She had a interesting career. She has an interesting career. She's a biologist or something like that. Is that really life experience? This is a thing where I think some men are confused, right? I honestly believe that men are not necessarily attracted to life experience, right? Women going through a lot of things, right? I.e., let's say a woman that's older, right? Let's say she's like 35, 40, and she's been through a lot. She's done a lot of things. Great for her. But does that really attract men? In my opinion, I don't think that attracts men. Now, men are naturally attracted to looks. Does life experience keep men? I don't even know that it's true as well. Okay. Again, I always feel like a woman that's been through a lot, has done a lot of things. Sometimes it may affect her personality, right? Where she's aggressive, she's argumentative, or which I've dealt with. It's like her way or the highway, right? She's not gonna listen to you, or she's gonna have to do things her way. She's used to it, right? Because it's a life of experience where she has been the boss of her life most of her life. So is that really attractive to most men? In my opinion, it's not. So that's why I had this argument with the man, a debate with the guy. Because he also said, like, that's why men are attracted to feminine, submissive foreign women, because they lived a hard life, a rough life experience. And being an Asian guy, I know plenty of foreign women. I've dated or known some. and them living a hard life. I don't think that's. This is the thing where I feel like it's a disconnect, where it doesn't make them more feminine. I don't see it like that. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong in it, but I just see like it's not life experience men are attracted to, right? It's women that has just more going for them in the brain sense, right? Where, like you said, yeah, it'd be interesting to talk to her. Maybe hobbies, right? Passions. It's not necessarily life experience. It's going through a lot of things. Not necessarily traveling, being all around the world, meeting different people, being with different people, experiencing different kinds of, I don't know, relationships, different kinds of situations. I don't know necessarily men are attracted to it. In my opinion, I don't think so. Now, like I said, having interesting conversations, yeah, I mean, but if a woman is like into hobbies, like, I don't know, she's a comic book geek or she's an anime geek, she loves to read, like hobbies, those are always interesting things, right? So it's not necessarily life experience. So it's like, I don't know, maybe I see it in a different way, but I personally don't believe men are attracted to life experience, right? Where women have been through so much. Because sometimes, let's say this, right? If she's traveled all around the world, it's not as special when you do it with her, in my opinion. So it doesn't necessarily make it special. And do men generally care, all that stuff? I don't know. I don't think so, right? It's not like it's the most, you know, titillating conversations, right? Or hearing her been through, oh, she went to Italy and, she's party there and I don't know, all these other things. I don't know. Maybe I was just thinking about it and like maybe hearing other people's point of view. I don't think men are that attracted to life experience. Now, having interesting conversations, that's a kind of a different thing. You don't necessarily have to have life experience because, again, maybe I see men a little bit simple in a sense where, if a man is 25 and she's 25, well, there's still things to talk about, you know. If the man is 30 and she's 30, there's still stuff to talk about, right? Interesting things to talk about. Plus, this is the thing, right? In my opinion, also, is that it's always nice if you could do things first, or new things with your partner. Those could be interesting things to talk about. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.